Well, turning now to tension between Canada and the U.S. and a trade war that has seemingly escalated in just the last hour. Reports from Washington say the U.S. president's planned steel tariffs would be stacked on top of any other levies, meaning if across-the-board tariffs are implemented, steel and aluminum could become subject to a 50% hit. Earlier today, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau called the tariffs on steel and aluminum imports entirely unjustified and unacceptable, promising a firm and clear response if they do, in fact, come into effect next month. Let's bring in CTV's Austin Lee for more on this developing story. Austin?
Well, Patricia, these tariffs on all steel and aluminum are set to kick in on March 12th, and across-the-board tariffs could come in even sooner than that. But there is still a continued push from Canadian officials to avoid them altogether, and it sounds like retaliatory tariffs are still on the table. But the Prime Minister says he hopes that it won't come to that.
All you have to do is make it in the United States. We don't need it from another country.
Groundhog Day was last week, but with more tariff talk, it may feel like we're living in a time loop.
We will be working with the American administration over the coming weeks to highlight the negative impacts on Americans and Canadians.
And when asked about reciprocal tariffs,
if it comes to that, our response, of course, will be firm and clear.
Founded in Ottawa back in 1978, Lee Valley Tools is a staple in the nation's capital. But now, with looming tariffs, there is a sense of economic déjà vu.
Most organizations are built around stable policy. So it's reminiscent of COVID, where we're just tracking the changes by the hour.
The company's manufacturing division, Veritas Tools, sees about 20% of their mail orders going to the United States, but 25% tariffs on steel and aluminum, and the possibility of retaliatory measures from the Canadian government would hit both sides of the business.
We have two suppliers in the United States that are very specialty in cast ductile iron and proprietary steel, so it's not a quick response for us.
According to the United Steelworkers Union, 94% of Canadian steel production is sent to the U.S. For aluminum, the latest figures from Natural Resources Canada has that figure at 92%.
We're pushing metal on a daily basis. We produce 3.2 million tons. The U.S. uses 5 million tons.
Right now, those at Lee Valley Tools are focused on what they can control.
The message to our employees is our focus is job security, protecting the business, and to our consumers, we're going to do whatever we can to contain the costs.
New research from the Canadian Chamber of Commerce and from Stats Canada suggests Calgary, St. John, New Brunswick and Windsor are the Canadian cities that would be hardest hit by U.S. tariffs. Ottawa-Gatineau ranked 29th on that list. Patricia.